Hi everyone, it's Boober041 and I'm back as promised with my annual collection tour. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the models that I currently own, just some changes in shelf arrangement that have happened, and all of their names and such. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this shelf. I have a mixture of sport horses and drafts and ponies, and then we'll just go from there. So starting up here, we have my BriarFest 2012 Carlisle. He was the Saturday raffle model, limited to 26 pieces, and I won him when I went to BriarFest in 2012, and his name is Kings of Twilight. And then we have my Briar regular run Totalis, who I call the Dark Knight, and he does have a different stand. I bought it, I think, off of eBay maybe. So that is him. And then we have my Briar regular run Velcro, who I call Clash with Reality. And then we have my Briar Glossy Gigi Valentine, who I call Lady Bay, and she's one of my oldest models that I have now because I got her back in like June or so of 2012, and she's kind of one of the oldest models still in my collection. So that is her. Then we have a couple of stones. The thoroughbred on the right is a Peter Stone 2006 limited of 100 pieces. His stone name is Yes I Can, but I call him Frosted, and he's just a nice dapple gray. He does have a kind of like turned head, really nice expression, nice gloss, and his leg is raised, and I think his tail is also a little bit different. That is him. He's a cute guy. And then we have one of my Christmas models from this year. I decided to call him Caddish Confessions, and he is a 2017 limited of 4 pieces, Peter Stone, and his Peter Stone name is Frosty Mittens. He's just a nice matte bay Tobiano with some pretty nice shading, and his face is cute. And then we have my 2017 BriarFest Special Run Bahana, who I call Purple People Eater. He's a nice guy too, a lot of nice details on him, and I like this mold a lot. And then we have my only Peter Stone drafter. This is Renewed Mind. He's a 2015 one-of-a-kind by Cheryl Leisure, and I decided to name him Dipped in Gold. He has some of the most prettiest dapples of any of my horses. They're really pretty impressive. He's a nice guy. This is the only shelf that he fits on because he's so tall. And then we have my Briar 2018 Santa Surprise model. I got the Gold Unicorn. It is limited to 350 pieces, and I decided to call him Swinging on a Star after a Frank Sinatra song. So that is him. And then we have my Briar 2017 Web Special Rory. I do not have Fiona. I just kept him because Fiona was a little bit too unrealistic for me. But I kept him, and his name is Blazing Comet. So that is him. And then going on to my next shelf. Up here we have all my stablemates. So on the far left we have my Stablemate Club 2018 Sapporo, or yeah, I think that's the closest I'm gonna get to saying his name right. So I decided to call him the Mist after a Stephen King, like the Stephen King book, movie, TV show, etc. And he's pretty cute. And then we have one of the just Briar Walmart single package stablemates, the Leopard Chestnut Draft Mare, who I call Scribbles. And then we have a couple of ponies. On the far left is my 2018 Designa Chips, who I decided to call When Doves Cry. And then we have my 2007 Peter Stone Chips kind of regular run pony, and Silver Dapple, who I call Silver Mist. And then we have a 2006 Briar single package stablemate on the Highland Pony mold, who I call Mountain Time. And then we have my Generation 1 stalemates. So on the left we have Desert Mirage. He's just a Generation 1 Arabian Stallion. And then in the middle we have Brighton. He's a Morgan Stallion. And then on the left we have Victoria's Secret, and she's just a black American Saddlebred. And she has a little bit of a lean, as you can see, compared to my Stablemate Club Rayleigh. Just a little bit more of a lean than is normal, a little bit smaller than is normal. So she's funky, but she's cute. And then we have my Rayleigh 2018 Stablemate Club model, who I decided to call Sephora. And then we have 2 of the Walmart like surprise bag, blind bag stablemates. So on the left is Design Skyline. She's just gray in the Loping Quarter Horse mold. And then we have like the standing Quarter Horse mold in Red Roan, who I called Vindicated Embers. Then we have one of the Walmart 4-pack stablemate models, the Black Appaloosa Running Mustang, who does not have a name. And then we have my 2018 Stablemate Club Kohana, who I decided to call Kitty Hawk. There are some models here usually, but I moved them onto the bottom shelf so you could see them better because they lay down, so I'll show you them afterwards. And then over here we just have my 2017 Stablemate Club models, Coco and Wolfgang, I think are their names. And then we have my 2018 Stablemate Club Darlie, who I decided to call On the Wing. So that is him. And then we just have kind of a smorgasbord of models over here. The lying foals in front from left to right are Twilight Zone, Lavender Sky, and Spotted Charm. We have a couple assorted Stablemate foals in the back. The Breyer Stablemate Clubs, or not Stablemate Club, but the Walmart Chase Piece from the surprise bags, the Pink Icelandic, who doesn't have a name. Some Chase Piece Mini Winnies back there, Emerald and Strawberry. Some more Mini Winnies in some little Breyer boxes. And then we have my 2014 Stone Full Chips, Pegacorn, who is a designer chips, and her name is Faith. So moving on to this shelf real quick down here. This is just my sales shelf and miscellaneous shelf. So we have American Pharoah and Justify. They are just here for sentimental reasons because I did see both of those horses win the Triple Crown. So just here for that reason. And then I have the Tractor Supply Special Run JC, who is just a shelf piece. And then the other model there is a model that was found at a shop by one of my friends that was given to me. So not at all near showing condition or anything, but just hanging around. And then these are the other two stablemates I wanted to show you that usually reside on the stablemate shelf. We have the black single package Andalusian Stallion, who we call Blank Space. He was just a regular run. And then we have my 2018 Stablemate Club Aiden, who I decided to call Pizzazz. And he's really cute. So that is him. And then I just have a small assortment of some like porcelain type animals. So that is them just hanging out. And then moving on to this shelf, this is my kind of light breeds and Breyer stock breeds shelf. So on the far left we have Rejoice. She's the 1999 celebration model for Breyer Fest, just a shelf piece. Then we have Sparks Will Fly. He's a limited of 7 pieces Little Horse Show 2017 Judges model. And then we have the 2012 Peter Stone model Christmas Waltz, who I don't know how many were made in that run, but I call him Night Fever. Then we have these two girls in front here. On the left is Hummingbird. She is a 2008 limited of 5 pieces, and her original stone name was Jane Austen. And then we have my 2016 full Arabian foal designer horse, who I call Breath of Heaven. So that is her. And then we have some more designer horses over here. We have Riding Solo. He's a 2014 designer horse, the Strawberry Roan, and he's in the Blue Angel customization. And then next to him, the Flea Bitten Gray, is Breccia. He's a 2016 designer horse with a straightened head and a different tail. So that is both of them. Then next to them, we have my 2015 one-of-a-kind Flavia, who I decided to call Uptown Girl. And she's a Peter Stone as well. And then we move on to the Breyers. We have my 2015 Breyerfest Special Run Ganache, who I decided to call Touch of Trouble. And then this is Bleeding Love. She's my 2018 Glossy Cody. Next to her, we have my Breyerfest 2017 Matte Bay Tobiano Bollywood Surprise, who I decided to call Cat Tracks. And then next to him, we have Morning Glory. She was the 2010 LCR Benefit Lady Phase. Didn't originally come with a name. Morning Glory is the name that I gave her. And then we have my Breyer Regular Run Baby Flow, who I decided to call Raindrops on Roses. So going on to this next shelf here, we just kind of have, I did some rearranging and was able to get this shelf cleared off with some more shelf space. So the models currently residing here is my 2012 Career Club model Duende, who I call Stormfront. Next to him we have The Greatest Showman, who is, my Breyerfest 2018 Special Run Straight Bet. And I did not go to any other Breyerfest except for 2012, so all these other Breyerfest special runs were bought secondhand. And then we have a couple more Peter Stones. The Morgan is a 2013 designer horse with the Haymarket Riot customization, and that customization itself was limited to 25 pieces, so he's pretty cool. And his name is Spring Awakening. And then we have Ambulare. He's a 2012 designer horse in a really nice buttermilk buckskin with some nice dapples and a blaze, and I don't think he has any other customizations. He's just nice. So that is them. And then this is my final shelf. This is my customs and my Peterstone Ideal Stock Horse Conga. So we'll go ahead and start with the customs on the left. So on the far left here we have Heartless Deceptions. He's a 2010 custom by Deborah Brown of the UK, and he's awesome. I love him a lot. So that is him. He's just resculpted and repainted, and he's really nice. And then next to him we have Gloria. She is a 2014 Giselle custom by Monica West with a new forelock and a new mane. So that is her. I like her face markings a lot. And then my other custom that I have down here is Sunrise Serenity. He's just a customized Peterstone Chips mule, also done by Monica West in 2014, and he just has added gelding parts to him. Continuing with these guys, up front here we have, on the left is Mina. She's a Peterstone limited of 30 pieces from 2012, and I got her from BuyerFest 2012, and her name with me is Heart and Soul. Took a minute to come to me. And then the other little girl over here is a Peterstone limited of 15 pieces for Cedar Bay Live Model Horse Show, and her Peterstone name is Tiger 4. She was designed after a Chincoteague pony, and I call her Twist and Shout. There were 5 glossed and 10 matte. She's pretty cute. So then on to all my Ideal Stock horses. On the left here we have Reckless Abandon. I do not know what his OF Stone name was, and I'm assuming he's one of a kind. He does have some writing on the inner part of his thigh, but it is faded away, so you can't tell what it said. So I don't know what year he was from or anything, but he is nice. Then we have a 2014 designer horse who I call Rebellious Outlook, and he has, like, his forelock covers this side of his eye. He is a blue eye, a chin spot, and he's just a nice buckskin Appaloosa. Then we have a 2009 one-of-a-kind Rancho Rio, who I call Fire and Ice. He's a red roan with some socks and blue eyes and a bald face, and a new mane and tail and forelock. And then we have my 2012 one-of-a-kind McBride. She was, I think, an auction type piece, and I call her Twist of Fate. She has really nice, she's just a black minimal Tobiano with some etching, and I love her eyes. She has some of the most realistic eyes of, like, any of the Peterstones that I have. And then we have my 2011 one-of-a-kind Clive, who I decided to call Oliver Twist. And he's just a bay, like minimal bay, Overo, Sabino kind of thing. And then we have my first Ideal Stock horse. This is Day Trader. He's a sooty buckskin, solid sooty buckskin with a braided forelock. And he was a 2012 designer horse. And then we have my 2015 portrait model after a horse I used to ride in my barn called Undone Rap. And she's just a nice simple bay, but has some of the nicest shading of any of my OF models that I have. So that is her. And then to end it all off, I have my long ears over in the corner of this shelf. So in the far back, we have my Hickory Hills Wall Street. Doesn't have a name. I'm just hanging on to him. He might become a customized, like a custom project or something. We'll see. And then I have my showing donkeys kind of down here. On the right, we have the Briar Companion Donkey, who I call Sprite. And then next to him is my little Schleich donkey, who I call Moxie. And then we have this little 2018 Stonemaker Club Finn model. I ended up getting the Glossy Sorrel, which is the one that I wanted, and I call him Sandcastle. So the final update for this year, if you're just wondering what these little wooden kind of like add-ons to my shelf are with these little like tracks in them, this is to put plexiglass on because I foster kittens. So I wanted to have a way that I could protect my shelves for the times that I foster kittens. So I came up with that. It's nice, it protects my models, except for this top shelf up here, but it's kind of far enough away that nobody can really get up there. Same with the stalemates up there. It's just these two, like this shelf and this shelf. But it's really nice. So I'll go ahead and show you a kind of a big outlook of my shelves. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to watching all of your collection tours. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.